It's Fight Night.
What up, Vike Nation? It's your boy coming back at you. Long time no see. We're back. I guess K1 is in the building now. We got Kyler Murray officially signed today. The league minimum deal. Pretty dang crazy, all things considered, because Luke's been raving about this guy since God knows when. But I figured I'd just come on here and go position group by position group, comparing the Cardinals from last season to the Vikings, what we're about to see in 26 here. So just kind of going to go through and say which has the advantage, which has the disadvantage. And it might seem like I'm a little biased here, but I think objectively we're sitting pretty all right in comparison to Kyler's old squad. So we'll start off here with the offensive line. I'm giving the Vikes the advantage here, guys. I think it's a no-brainer. We have the two bookend tackles in Darrisaw and O'Neal, which have been perennial Pro Bowlers for us. And, you know, if Darrisaw can't stay healthy, he's one of the best left tackles in the league. I'm clearly giving them the advantage here. They've ranked top three, or in the top third of the league in terms of O-line rankings the past 3 years, whereas the Cardinals, I believe, 2 years ago, they ranked almost towards the dead last. They did kind of pick it up last year, but overall, as a whole, I'm going to be giving the advantage to the offensive line here. And guys, that should have huge ramifications given the type of player Kyler Murray is. He's a guy that likes to scramble. He likes to make plays happen. He's a playmaker. He's a Houdini-like, Caleb Williams-like guy. And having that extra protection is just going to mean that much more for our team. I think you're going to see a lot more successful scrambles, and he's going to have more time to be making better decisions, and KOC can really dial it in on that front. Moving on from that, we're going to talk about our receivers, and guess what, guys? They're also getting the advantage here. Jefferson and Addison, for my money's worth, are still one of the best wide receiver duos in the league. And having an experienced, more accurate quarterback will just surge their production, in my opinion. McCarthy was still figuring it out last year. That's why we saw such a dip between them, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. Addison's going to have his head screwed on straight more, and we still have a wide receiver 3 opening, and there are a lot of good guys to choose from. We'll definitely be hopefully making a video on that in a little bit, but guys, Kyler's got some demons there for receiver. Now, disadvantage, we're going to go tight end here. Do not like that Hawk sticking around. I've been telling Lucas we need to get this guy out of here. I love the logo, but it's time to kick the curb when you're seeing a dip in his production as it has been the last 2 years. He just hasn't been the same guy since his knee got obliterated by dirty Kirby. Was it Kirby? Joseph? Yeah. So yeah, Trey McBride, he's a dog. We're not going to see that level of tight end play, obviously, with Hawk and Oliver, but I would like us to bring in either through the draft or through free agency somehow another tight end to help solidify that room. So they're getting the disadvantage there. Now for running backs, getting the clear-cut advantage again, man. I mean, Jordan Mason should be taking over running back 1 duties this year, and we brought back Aaron Jones at a reduced rate. He's one of the best pass-catching backs in the league, and I think while I didn't like it at first, the more I think about it, given Kyler's scrambling tendencies, having another guy out there that can catch the ball and get open will be huge for us in the long run of this stuff. So yeah, Jordan Mason and Jones are going to be way better than James Conner and I don't even know who else they got. I think it was Trey Benson. Yeah, Trey Benson. So yeah, advantage. Take our guys. Last one here, coaching. Cardinals just fired their head coach, but they signed Mike LaFleur, I believe. The KOC guys, he's in a prove-it year. This is obviously officially, we did introduce our segment, The Hot Seat, last season. And before we kind of lost steam on things, we didn't really get to flesh that out, but I'd like to bring that back for this next season. But I would say KOC is firmly in the hot seat right now, which means this guy is coaching for his job. And Kyler is in a prove-it year in a way as well. He's looking to get another big contract after this year. And if KOC can have his newest reclamation project and bring out the best in him, as he did with Darnold and Cousins at times, and the whole carousel of other quarterbacks we've had to watch here, it'll be good. So I think that's a recipe for something potentially pretty dangerous. So a lot to look forward to in that department. Now, guys, I'm going to be real. I'm not the biggest Kyler Murray fan, but I can realize when someone's immensely talented, someone has God-given ability to make insane plays and pull things out of their ass. And I just don't think we've had a quarterback like this in a very long time. Geez, not since God knows when. But guys, I'm excited. It's something to be excited about for sure. It's a new era, and I don't think the whole shenanigans with Kyler Murray and his work ethic is going to be a problem, given that KOC is also playing for his job here. So this is going to be a no funny business type of season. And I think guys are going to get real serious and bought into this new look here with K1 under center. The last thing I'll touch on here, this kind of is going away from the main point of this video, I guess, is people discussing his health problems and his health issues. Guys, I think this is way overblown. I mean, I was looking at it, and we have 3 listed major injuries here. He had his ACL tear in 2022, missed 11 months, but that's relatively pretty good. Lucas and I were talking about it, for coming back 11 months after an ACL tear is pretty dang good. He was still a young buck back then, but then it says he has a lingering knee issue in 2024, but despite that, he played all 17 games. And then foot sprain in 25 last year, which he missed the remainder of those 12 games with the Cardinals. So really, when you're looking at that, for a guy as small as he is and a guy who likes to run around and do a bunch of crazy type stuff, I'm not seeing a huge injury list as you might expect here. I think, he needs to get right, eat his greens, and I think he'll be good. Like, I don't know. I'm way less worried about this than I was last year when we were signing all those new guys on the O-line, like Fries and Kelly and whatnot. They were all coming off injury, and there were so many free agents, it seemed, we signed last season that were coming off of an injury. Kyler's also coming off an injury, but I just don't see it hindering him at all. We're going to get him right, guys. So it's exciting. Hey, it's a new era once again. I feel like Groundhog's Day, because I said we were saying this last year with McCarthy, but at the end of the day, I think it'll be a good thing for JJ. He can sit back and learn. Kyler is going to be the starter. That doesn't need to be a question. The media is going to try and make it to be a thing in this offseason because they need something to talk about, but I don't think you're going to hear us debating whether or not it's going to be JJ or Kyler. It's going to be Kyler. You don't sign a former first overall pick who still has so much more left in the tank with his physical ability to not be at the helm of your team here. So, guys, Skull, it's good to be back. It's good to see you. Hopefully we got more videos on the way. And let's go. Kyler Murray. Skull, baby.
It's fight night.